I don't know what the person looks like, man. Basically, I'm just trying to get someone's opinion, innit? On something that one of my subscribers asked me. Yeah.
You can call me in the afternoon.
Lay Joe is back. Right, guys. Good afternoon. I've got my sister here with me. As you guys know, at the first part of the video, I was meant to meet up with my mate Mitchell. Obviously, that's not happening now because you know how us black people have black timing. One of those moments have just taken place. So we're gonna have to go with the flow. So one of my subscribers said basically if we could do a video on, if I could do a video on just basically regarding the topic of the company that you keep. So how important do you think it is when it comes to having the right friends, having the right company? Like, is it that important?
Personally, I think it is, because you can have one of those group of friends that they just waste life. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't really care. They just do whatever they want. They just waste their life away, basically. But I think with everyone, they should always have that group of friends that always have their heads screwed on, basically. Like a saying says, run with wolves, but be able to learn how to fly with eagles. So it's that knowing that, okay, it's being wise, basically, and knowing that you need to have that balance as well. Okay. Yeah, because as well, if you're with a company that's always, very regimented, sort of stiff, you're never going to experience life. So I think it's a balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say, give me an example of like being in bad company. Like, could it be like, yeah, give me an example.
Well, I would say being in a bad company is like hanging around people like that are doing drugs, alcohol, and like proper overdosing, and you feel sort of pressured to do the same thing. That definitely for me is a bad company. They're not influencing you to do something good, but they're basically trying to push you to do something that, one, you never did in the first place, and that is wrong. So I'll say that is being in a bad company or influencing.
Yeah. I always think like sometimes at first you don't know that you are in a bad company until something happens. I think there is a quote as well that says something about sheep in wolves' clothing. Or is that a Bible scripture?
I don't even know, bro. I actually don't know.
I'll find that out. I'll find that out because I'm sure that's.
No, but it's true, and the thing is, though, like you said, because some people, I don't know, you have to have that sort of intellect and that your eyes open, because that's bad if you don't even know you're in bad company. Do you know what I mean? And you're that blind to it. It's that.
Okay. So let's kind of flip it a little bit now, because we were talking about in general, but for Christians, how do we walk right? How do we keep ourselves in good company? Because me personally, I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, I would say as Christians, like, make sure, like, just the standard things, like make sure you're not with people that like to go to parties a lot, that like to listen to worldly music and like to get themselves hangover and drunk. That's.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's hard. A lot of people who are Christians, they don't even like to say they are Christians. So, for example, I'm at uni at the moment, and I'm being honest, I don't know any Christian people. So the majority of my friends, they party, they drink. I don't drink though. I keep my distance on certain things, and they listen to worldly music. But I haven't yet found a group of people with the same mindset. Example, like being Christians, because not a lot of people like to say they are. Okay,
so that's a good point then, because like you're saying, sometimes you can be the only one that that likes to make a difference. So basically, when you're on your own, like how do you react to that? Like how do you cope being by yourself?
Well, me personally,
Because sometimes you're in a bad company. Sometimes I think there's people that don't want to take themselves out of the bad company because
there's nothing left.
Because there's nothing left. So then, yeah, what then?
That's a hard one. But I would say you need to know your own standards.
Standards. Okay.
Yeah, you need to know your own standards. If you feel like you can't escape this because you have nothing left, that's bad. Because you can make something of yourself without doing the wrong things that other people are doing. And you need to realise that your life would be better without it. Whether or not you're with people, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always learn from like other people's experiences. So like I'm sure we all know of people that have gone down the wrong road at one time, innit?
Yeah.
So like I would honestly tell everyone like probably who's watching this, like learn from other people's mistakes.
Exactly.
Even if you haven't made the mistakes yet, learn from other people's mistakes, and even that itself is not easy, but you have to kind of like what Christina just said, you need to have your own standards, like, because the world we're living in sets the wrong standards as it is.
Exactly.
And it tells you to hang around with people that haven't really got it all together.
And you know what? If you're living a life that's different, let's say you are hanging around with that crowd that take drugs, you know, having that excessive alcohol. If you know your own standards, you'll even affect them. Because when I'm at uni, I used to have this friend. She wants to have alcohol like all the time, cussing and everything. And once she knew that I don't do any of that, she actually started to change. She drank less alcohol. She actually said she actually wants to curb her swearing as well. Swear less. So when you have your own standards, you even can affect them. It doesn't have to be the other way around and them affecting you. You can affect them.
Yeah. Okay, alright, so to conclude, like, actually no, we're not even to the part of concluding yet, to be honest with you, because thinking about it, we haven't really touched on, like, okay, what sort of company should you look for then? The good type of company, like what should you look for? Like, okay, because we've explained what's bad, but sometimes it's hard to touch on the good parts. So like what good stuff should we actually look out for?
Look for people with a good character, I would say. Like you always
Yeah, but good characters go to parties, don't they? So
okay.
And I like to get, so like, when you mean good character,
I mean, it's hard to explain it, but there's certain people that you automatically click with, and their views on life are the same with yours.
okay.
And I've experienced that with one person that
So someone with the same views then. So what?
Yeah.
So what are your views then? Like your standards then?
Me personally.
So I know person you don't swear. Like for example.
That's not me. I just don't like it. I'm not someone to be going parties because don't get me wrong, I've tried it. There's nothing good about it. Legit. You're just dancing to some music that ain't even beneficial to you.
Yeah.
And drinking alcohol is not my thing. To start getting drunk, because I think what is the point of that?
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with even having some nice alcohol or anything.
But some people go overboard and they excessively want to get drunk every night, and I'm just like, there's no point.
Yeah.
There's no benefit to it. So I would say those are my standards.
Okay.
But don't get me wrong, I'm not judging anyone if they like to drink alcohol
Yeah, I mean,
everyone's different.
I mean, again, I'm mindful as well that there's Christian people watching this as well. There could be, there might be not.
Yeah.
But to throw like a scripture in there, the Bible says that. What does the Bible say about drinking wine?
Oh, I know what you're trying to say. It's.
I'm gonna have to pull it up on the video.
Yeah. I know what you're
I'm
trying
sure
to
it says you can drink, but don't. It says something like, "Don't be drunken with wine." This is so bad. but it says something like that.
It does.
So I would encourage everyone to like have good people around you, have a good company around you, because it honestly does make a difference. I think that's it. So I hope you guys like that. That was just a little conversation that we had. Like, share, hit the subscribe button.
And comment below if there's anything you think we haven't covered, because Nathan can always cover it again.
Yeah. Or we could do a part 2, because at the moment you're currently on the go at the moment. But yeah, if you want a part 2, like, okay, guys, I want this video to get at least 10 likes. 10 likes, and I want at least 5 more subscribers. I need your support, for real. I need your support. What did?
The truck, Nathan, it over escaped me. It mounted the curb. Jesus.
I need more likes, more subscribers, share.
Thank you, Jesus.
She almost got hit by a truck.
I almost got hit by a truck.
The Lord is good.
The Lord is good and his mercies endure forever. Amen.
It's a nice day though. Anyway, it's time to say bye. But yeah, comment below. I need to know what else you guys want us to do. If you'd like to see Christina again, in the comments, please just drop them down. Just so I kind of get a good idea, a good view of what I or we can do next. Okay. Let's try and get these likes up and these subscribers up, please. I've got some good comments so far from a lot of people, so I want to keep this really going for you guys, you know. So yeah. Anything you want to say? No?
Until next time, friends.
Until next time. Until next time. She said it. She had the last word. All right. Bye. So.